Hi everybody. Um, I decided to do a vlog today. I hadn't planned on doing that, but things are taking a very quick, how shall I say this? Um, there is a lot of progress. Um, Last week we went to look for a place to live for my daughter who's moving out this summer because she's going to university. And well, it was a tremendous success. We found her an absolutely lovely room, and that's great news. But she's moving out next week, so things are going really quickly because this room was available straight away, and it's just a really, really great place in a very stimulating environment, and it's a room that I would move into straight away if I could do it all over again. It's a place where you want to live, basically. So the past days I've been looking for a fridge, a little sofa, all kinds of stuff that she'll need, like a coffee maker, pans and pots and whatnot, everything that she could need. And well, we'll be signing a contract and we'll be heading over there to give her a new floor and make the room a little better, and then we'll be moving her next week already. So things are going very quickly and they are getting in the way of my project because I wanted to start on the 8th of May, which I still want to do, but I think that maybe I should give myself a week or something extra. So I'm currently thinking whether I can still start and then reorganize things a little bit. So, because it will be impossible for me to both move out my daughter in that week and and make the Patreon a really comfortable and nice place for everyone, and start off the project really good. So I'm deliberating whether I shall wait for a little bit more, for a week or so, or that I will do it a little bit differently, because I could change around the order, and well, I will let you know. I need time to think about it. My head is just so full with moving her out and finding her stuff that she needs for the home, because my daughter had this idea. She wanted to buy everything second-hand. It's cheaper, but her motivation is that she wants to live a more sustainable life. So she wants to bring down the ecological footprint, which is really good and great, and we support that. But of course, there's a lot of things you can't or maybe shouldn't buy secondhand. There's a lot we did buy secondhand. We got her a really cute table that I tried to change that. I said, you can take this table, and then no, she wouldn't do that. And we got her a second-hand fridge for free. I'm really good at finding such things. So I found her a lot. And she's got a really great lamp and everything, so it's really lovely. The living room right now is literally stuffed with her new things. So when we went to sit in the back, on the back side of the living room, there's a fridge and a little sofa. I found her a 1/1.5 person sofa, and it's excellent. She can lay down in it, sort of like in a small bathtub, and she can read in that. It's really comfortable, and they can sit in it with two people. So it's really, when do you get to see such a thing? Never. And now everything just came together. So, and it's really lovely because there is one thing I love as much, I think, as making art, is I'm a hunter. I'm absolutely a hunter. I am, just tell me whatever you need and I'll be looking for it, and I don't stop until I find it. So, and one of those people who crawls around the internet and all kinds of second-hand places, and I know my way there, and I find stuff. So yeah, it's kind of funny. She didn't tell us she wanted to move out before the summer until 1.5 weeks ago, and then we found her a room, and I found her and all her stuff. Yesterday we bought everything. A couple of things we bought new, and we also visited a thrift shop to buy everything we could find second-hand. And she will have moved out within 3 weeks from saying she wanted to move out. We're not in a hurry. It's just how things are coming together. It's just so quickly. Part of me is resisting because it's too fast. Emotionally, it's too fast. Oh, I'm gonna need time to process this. But at the same time, I believe that when things just come together and when processes go flawlessly, I don't really believe in fate, but sometimes you really do feel supported, as if it's meant to be. And at this moment, that's a feeling I prefer, to feel that this was meant to be. So, right, back to the project. Okay, so I made a video for you. I had some technical challenges because the camera I wanted to film with didn't do the job. I don't know what's wrong with that, but I've got to check it out. Then I tried my webcam, and that also didn't work the way I wanted to. So I filmed it with my phone, but at some point I had to flip it and turn it around to 90 degrees straight to use it in portrait. But I have to, there's a lot of footage I made because I bound this album and I painted the paper myself, and I shared the entire process. It's not an instruction, it's not a workshop, it's literally I share my process. That is what the Patreon is going to be about. It's not going to be like online courses. You can take it as instructions, though I will explain things and I will answer questions about the things that I do. But it will be about the process, because I believe it's very important to create your own process, and it can help to see somebody else's process. So that's one of the reasons why I filmed the making of this A4 album, front, back. And this is the album, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. This is the album that we'll be using for the Patreon project. And I don't want to say anything yet about the content, because I want to release the plan for the content. With the release of the Patreon, with the opening of the Patreon, the launch of the Patreon, because I want to get started straight away, because it's something, like I already said, that we do together. It's got to be, no, it doesn't have to be, but it will be a very interactive process. So I'm going to edit in the coming days. I'm going to try and find time to edit this video of the making of the album, and I'll be sharing a thing or two, I think, about the process. I remember myself speaking about the Patreon project, but if you are interested in doing this, then you can consider making an album like this yourself. You can make it along with me while playing the videos. I will be doing some fast forwarding in it, because this actually really took me but about 3 days to make, but that is because the my regular bookbinding glue I ran out of, and I couldn't find my glossy acrylic medium, if I had, I would have worked faster. But I worked with Mod Podge instead, and I don't know if you can hear this, but when I do this, do you hear that? It's sticky. It just remains a bit sticky. I don't know if it always happens. I hope it's going to dry. Maybe there is a longer chemical drying period. But if not, I'm going to have to find something to solve this problem. Sometimes I did it with talcum powder, sometimes you could do it with a varnish, but I'll have to see, because as you will see in the video, this album is, like so many other projects, also partly the result of happy accidents. So this video will be coming up, promise. And then I remember one of the viewers, I think it was Spin Doctor, who asked me about the book that I was reading that was so beautiful. I finished reading it yesterday, and I can't tell you how sad I am that this book is over. This is the Dutch version. It is called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Can you guys see that? Here is the title. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. And it's, they call it a fantasy novel. And I would have said it's like more like magical, or I don't know if you can call it magical realism. But it's not a fantasy novel with kobolds and dragons and pixies and stuff like that and witches. It's different. It's different. It's different. And it's so beautiful. I do have to say at the end, at the very end, I sort of knew how it was going to end, but still it was beautiful. And, you know, when I closed the book after finishing it, I really felt like, you know, the book is really, it's rather big. It's a big book. I don't know how many pages there are in English, but in Dutch there are 574 pages. But I have to tell you that, you know, this book grabbed me straight from the beginning, and it just kept on pulling me forward very fast. And yeah, this is a book I think I will read again. The story is beautiful, and yeah, I can highly recommend this book. Maybe it's available in audiobook format as well, I don't know. But for some reason, I have an audiobook subscription because, well, when I'm painting, you know, when I'm sort of working out a design or a plan, I don't listen to audiobooks because I need my head for that. But the moment I start executing it, when I know what I want to do, then usually, I don't know, my fingers know what to do, so I can put on an audiobook and just go. So yeah, this would be, if you have an audiobook subscription somewhere, I think this is really worth a listen. I love it. What else? Well, what else? I don't know. I am a bit shaken with, you know, the quick development over here of everything. So I'm going to try and find a couple of hours to edit the video of the album today, but I don't want to sit behind the screen too long. So I think maybe I'm going to throw myself at some watercolor abstracts, I think, with an audiobook in the background, because I feel like a little art therapy, relaxation, something like that, before, you know, the really, well, you know, moving is always a little bit, or can be a bit frantic, can't it? There's always so many things to consider, to think about, and there's always this order things are in, so you always have to hurry up with step 1, 2, 3 and 4 in order to be able to do 5 in time. So, well, this is just one room, one person, but still, it's weird. Okay, so I might just film my abstract. When I do, I'm going to put it on Patreon, because that's where I'm going to be putting the demos, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this vlog, and if you did, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to my newsletter, although I haven't sent out a newsletter for a long time because I'm working on this project, and I keep on telling myself I won't be sending the newsletter before I have the project out in the world, so that people can actually go visit it and see what it is that I'm doing. But yeah, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I don't do spam. I don't do it very regularly either. I try to, but life just takes its space, and so do my newsletters. Okay, I hope you're doing well. Over here, the rain has come finally to water the garden. I'm really super glad, because there are some plants that really needed a little bit of water, and it gives me a perfect excuse not to be out in the garden, but inside and play around with my paint. So I'm hoping that whether you are in whatever weather circumstances you are, you will find some colour and playfulness too today. Have a really good day. Bye.